Good evening, YouTube. A late night. Hope you had a good, happy Easter. I'm doing a response video for Bluejacket66, his 500th subscriber. I have nothing in mind what I want to do. I sent out his 4 cards for his contest Friday, so he should get it any day now. Depends on the postal services, I suppose. I have nothing on what I'm planned for this video, really. He rambled on a few subjects, so I thought I'd just ramble on a couple about responses on some of those subjects. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If you watched his video 500s, it's a kind of a, I guess, full of Easter eggs and such, but I'm not going to dissect the video. I don't have time to do that, and it cost me getting cards in the mail and make comments on here about cards in the mail. So I have may make a comment or two like, what? Can't be. Untrue. Yeah, oh well, no big deal. I'm not here to get free cards anyway, so I'm just here to enjoy people's collections, share mine, and maybe get some new friends or some sort, new acquaintances. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, his prize package is pretty cool. Everybody sitting in cards, they'll get one person will get all the cards they send away. I was giving away Yaz Rookie and a couple old Mickey Mantles. For me, the Yaz Rookie is probably the #1 card of the 4 I would want. I'm not this might be crazy or so, but I'm not a really huge Mickey Mantle fan. I respect what he did, but I don't put him a higher reverence of, say, his counterparts of his day, like a Mays or an Aaron or a Clemente. Why? Because he's a Yankee. You know, he won World Series of the Yankees. Well, I hate the Yankees. Congratulations to them, but I don't put anybody's reverence because he's a freaking Yankee. Of all the all-time great Yankees, I have more reverence, more higher esteem for Joe DiMaggio than I do Mickey Mantle. I respect him more as a player and a person than Mickey, so that's who I kind of idolize more. And then, of course, Lou Gehrig is like probably the #1. I think he was a man of class and honor to the day he died. Speaking of Bluejacket66 had a huge music theme in his video, and I thought I may give you a little trivia question. Speaking of Yankees and music, can you name the 4 top 40 songs that mentions Joe DiMaggio in their song lyrics? All songs from the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s. 4 songs, 4 well-known artists. I think we're all made the top 40 hits. Not talking about the Talkie Baseball song or anything like that, but 4 well-known musicians who mentions song titles that mentions Joe DiMaggio in their lyrics. Speaking of music, you saw about, I agree with you, Dave Bluejacket66, that Michael McDonald pretty much ruined the Doobie Brothers. Of course, my era, I'm about 10 years younger, though, but I always knew Michael McDonald of his solo stuff in the 80s and some duets he did with some female singers, but I didn't learn that Michael McDonald was part of the Doobie Brothers till later. But I always, when I hear Michael McDonald's Doobie Brothers songs, like, ugh, this isn't good. So I agree with you there. Kind of a fun story about Michael McDonald is that the bar who sponsors my softball team I played for the last, I don't know, 15, 16 years, there was a Michael McDonald look-alike almost, comes in at regular times when we come in after the games and sponsors the bar that sponsors us. That we see him in there and say, hey, Michael McDonald's is here. It was kind of, I don't think probably 2 or 3 of us understand what it was. Some of the guys on the team is much younger. Don't know who Michael McDonald really was or is. So a little funny Michael McDonald's thing there. So you talk about your favorite album of all time, Cars. Cars is pretty cool and everything, but I don't really have an all-time favorite album. I just remember I really didn't have a turntable or a record player growing up. I had a few cassette tapes I had, you know, for the boombox era that I lived in, or cassette tapes we had in the car. I just remember having played a lot Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling, and of course my generation, everybody had a Michael Jackson's Bad and Thriller. videos, cassettes. That's always a huge one where we had that. So that's probably the biggest ones of my youth. Um, I'm glad you came around on Bob Seger. He's probably my all-time favorite Michigan artist. Love Bob Seger. Um, my favorite, probably 4 or 5 songs that I would we hear a song on the radio or so we hear it, you automatically start singing along to is Bob Seger's "Turn the Page." There's always a few songs you listen to, all of a sudden you just instinctively sing along to. That was one of them. Harry Chapin's "Cats in the Cradle" is another one, and another one of the real recent pages, Maroon 5, "She Will Be Loved," and probably the all-time one, probably my all-time favorite artist. I could be in a coma, hear the song, I'd probably sing along with it, and the song ends, I probably go back into coma as Billy Joel's "Piano Man." I tell a story. I saw Billy Joel years ago at the River Dreams tour of the early 90s, and I tell a story that I sang Billy Joel, "Piano Man" with Billy Joel, because his last encore, he played the Piano Man, and he basically sang the first line of the lyrics and just played the piano the rest of the song, and the whole crowd sang the rest of the song. So I sang Billy Joel, "Piano Man" with Billy Joel. Of course, I did it with 14,000 other people, but you know what? I did sing along with "Piano Man" with Billy Joel, so that's my funny story there. You said the word, you hated the word iconic. You think of iconic as an overused, overrated word in the hobby. I kind of tend to agree with that. I don't think I've used that specific word, but I think in a society in itself right now that we overuse or any type of superlative adjective, I think we use too often and kind of loosely throw around when they don't belong. Just picking adjectives of iconic, all-time great, awesome, super, amazing, anything we describe, whether it's a movie, a song, a food, a player, or a game, or something like that. I think it's pretty much, you got to take it in a grain of salt. Was it really that great or good? But I think a lot of times we kind of, day and age we live in, we overuse those superlatives. It's a lot, especially with the internet age and trying to hit the clickbaits and hitting the likes and all that stuff like that, and sort of like Dick Vitale saying this guy's amazing, awesome, a PTPer. I think I don't try to get I kind of roll with the punches with the things like that. I don't try to do too offended with the words and how people use them, but it's how it is, I guess. So it is overused. So I try careful. I use my words carefully, but sometimes it happens, I guess. But I think what is overrated, especially in the baseball world, and not really a hobby, but in the baseball world, this might blow your minds, even so. But I think every pitcher, every relief pitcher, every closer in baseball is overrated. Even Mariano Rivera. I'm sorry, I said it. He's overrated. Hall of Famer, okay. Great person, yes, but calling these guys are Hall of Famers, all-stars, all-time greats when they're closers. Basically, for me, relief pitchers are part-timers. They're like kickers in football. Even the greatest ever, Mariano Rivera, only pitched 7 innings a year, and he was a failed starter, saying he's an all-time great or he's the greatest Yankee pitcher of all time. I just kind of makes me want to throw up. Over a use of and over analyze how great these pitchers are. I was like, sorry, they're not that. They're the better pitchers are the starting pitchers. You take any starting pitcher and you put them in the bullpen, they become better pitchers. You do vice versa, 9 out of 10 will fail instantly. So I'm saying one's greater than the other. I'm sorry. Congratulations, Mariano Rivera, Hall of Famer. Good pitcher, great pitcher when his role he did, but I don't know about being the first 100%er. I don't think he should have been the first, but I thought Griffey should have been, or Ripken, but that's what happens. things have their people have their rules. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't think Lee Smith belongs in. The save category is garbage. It's just made up to, I think, save categories is a stat just to make up for the players, the relief pitchers, to get their monies in the world. Holds is even a worse thing, but it is what it is. I have a bunch of relief pitchers in my collection, a bunch of dreaded Yankees in my collection because I collect baseball cards and baseball players and the history of baseball, so that's part of the history of baseball. I just kind of roll my eyes when I see here Hall of Famer Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter. They go Hall of Famer Lee Smith, and they're Hall of Famers, and there's some starting pitchers like Kurt Schilling's not in the Hall of Fame. You've seen it finally did. I think Jack Morris finally getting in. Even like a Mickey Lolich or a Louis Tiant of yesteryear. Even like the David Cohn or Kevin Brown's of the world. I don't think these relievers are even close as good as the pitchers as they are, but it's what it is. I don't want to be too negative and Nancy on that. But I think that's pretty much what I covered. I don't know if Dave covered anything else. He has old some movies reference in there. I don't watch a whole lot too much movies anymore. Very few catch my interest these days. But that's my response video. I hope you look forward to seeing more of Bluejacket66 videos. Happy collecting art. Just remember, collect what you like to do. Don't try to be keeping up with the Joneses. Collect what you like. Don't try to pressure to collect buying stuff you don't want to do or make videos you're forced to do. Just do what you enjoy doing. This hobby's fun. Just keep it that way. Keep it positive. We have to be the world of negativity and message board fodder and trolls and such. Just stay positive in this negative world. Keep positive, and I think the world will be a better place for it. So good evening. Hope you had a great Easter and rest of Easter evening, and thank you very much for watching.